I'm back. This is an add-on to that video I made about greatswords. Forgot to mention something about your polishing some armor, helmets. Making a separate video on that. But I thought as long as I had the camera out, I might as well make the add-on to the video. And that would be about greatswords. Specifically a point I forgot to bring up, and that was the idea that greatswords were dull. And I wanted to share my thoughts on that. It is a common thought, belief, something people who think they know a lot say on the internet to prove how much they think they know. That would be saying that greatswords, almost specifically Zweihanders, the German Holy Roman Empire greatswords, were dull, as in the blades were not sharpened. Here are my thoughts on that. Okay, my original thoughts were, that's dumb. If you have a piece of metal, you might as well sharpen it. Okay, if you're going to use it for war, you might as well sharpen it. But then I thought a little deeply into it too. The common belief is that that misconception started by looking at what were known as processional greatswords, meaning the greatswords that the soldiers and captains and officers would have brought on parade. Specifically oversized, gigantic, 8-9 foot long greatswords that were for display only, okay? Which is cool, I mean that makes a lot of sense, and these definitely existed, specifically for the point of being used in parades. But then when you think a little bit more deeply about it, how were greatswords actually used? And in my earlier video I talked about a possible tactic used by great swordsmen, or doppelsoldners, as they were known among the Landsknechts. I'm not German. Landsknechts. And that would be where a couple of them would push the pikes aside with their great swords, if they're fighting a pike wall, push them aside, another one would be pushing them aside from the other way, and a third one would be going straight into that opening in order to break the line. That seemed to make a lot of sense to me, and when I thought about that, I thought, well, in that scenario, if you were a pusher, if you were one of the guys pushing the pikes, wouldn't it make more sense to not have a sharp pike? Or not have a sharp greatsword, so that your sword does not bite into the pikes, doesn't get caught? You're just pushing them? Possibly? I'm not going to be the one to get a whole bunch of pikemen and a couple greatswords, a sharp one and a dull one, and seeing which one works the best. But I just wanted to share my thoughts on that, because that is a possible answer. Still, if someone were to ask me, were there greatswords that were dull, I would say yes, they were only for parade and for show. But that is a thought that I had recently, and I did want to share that with you. What are your thoughts? Share it, post below, post a comment. Let me know what you think. And I will catch you guys later.